We're alive, Jessica.
Thanks for telling me. What would you like me to do? Welcome to book club.
The intro that you always do.
I'm here with the bestie Mandy.
And I'm here with my bestie Jessica.
So this got postponed. We were supposed to do this last month. Right, last month? Was it June? We pushed it to July?
It was supposed to be in June.
And we pushed it to July. So here we are. We're doing Shadows of Sparta.
Yes. So those people who pre-ordered hopefully got all of their goodies in the mail from C.R. Jane. There was a I love the bookmark. Really cool bookmark. And then the stickers. Did you get yours, Jessica?
I did. They're sitting right here next to me.
Okay. So, Shadows of Sparta by C.R. Jane, narrated by Teddy Hamilton and Samantha Brentmore, which are probably that's probably one of my favorite combinations.
Always.
Those two.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start off. I do have the questions from C.R. Jane. We also are going to do a giveaway. Jessica, it's up to you to decide how we're doing the giveaway.
What? How am I deciding this?
So in the package from C.R. Jane, she has sent us 3 book plates that are signed that are actually say Shadows of Sparta on it, which I think is really cool. So we have those 3 to give away as giveaways. So we'll figure out a way to decide how we're giving those away at some point during the live. So stick around. And then there was an extra set of the bookmark and stickers. And so I think I'll just randomly throw those in one of the envelopes for the name
book plates.
Okay. Book plates. Thank you. Okay. So now that we got that out of the way, there are 38 questions on here. So
I feel like I'm gonna fail this quiz. I'm sorry, I don't do well with quizzes, and I feel like I'm gonna panic and fail them.
Okay, we'll just see how it goes. But first, we'll start off with what we all. You know what? I squished us in, and can you see comments?
I see nothing.
Okay.
You have to let the comments in because I have no control over that.
This is going to be challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll do comments really fast. I should have figured out a better way to do this, but it is what it is at this point.
It is what it is.
Okay, show on. Are the comments showing up now?
Yes.
Okay, I hope it doesn't ask me that every single time I click on a comment. Okay, I am so ready to discuss Shadows of Sparta, the ending. How did I not know this was not a standalone? I need book 2 ASAP, the cliffhanger.
Mandy didn't know either.
I didn't. Okay, I am not liking this comment thing, Jessica.
This is why you use your computer, typically.
Yeah, I can't figure out how to see the new comments. This is going to push me over the edge.
Okay, what do you want to do? You're not using your computer. Why?
Okay, I'm going to switch to my computer. And then I'm going to pull up the questions on my phone. I think I could do it that way. Because I was thinking I needed the questions on my computer, but I can pull them up on my phone, I believe. Okay. So, Jessica, entertain the people.
With a song?
Yeah, I'm concerned if I leave, though.
That I'll be gone. Mute yourself. Although I seriously don't know what I'm doing. And hurry up, because... Well, first of all, I don't want you squelching. That's why I make you mute yourself. So we went camping this week, and I packed 50 books. I downloaded 50 books for myself because that's how I always do it. But you know what I forgot? Oh, she kicked us out, or herself out. I forgot my husband's beer and his coffee. Priorities, you know what I mean? Oh, there you are.
Okay.
You didn't hear what I did to Jeff, though, did you?
No, I didn't. What did you do to Jeff?
When we went camping, I downloaded all the books for me, but I forgot his beer and his coffee.
Oh, ouch. So what'd he do the whole weekend?
Went to the store
I
on
don't
when we
like
got
seeing
there.
my hair up close like this, but
We went to the little store around the corner. Like you have to go 10 minutes down the road. He was fine. I also had a chipmunk family that was like running all over, like literally on the tree where my hammock was, and I was waiting for one of them to fall on me. It was a very scary weekend.
okay, I'm going to get us caught up on comments, and then we shall show our ratings, and then we'll dive into all these questions. My apologies that I was not faster with this, but this is so much easier. Okay. It's actually a trilogy, so book 2 may not all be all that much help to reduce anxiety, maybe a little.
No.
I think it's
It
a
is a
trilogy. Yes,
trilogy.
it is.
Yeah.
Yep, that random distribution sounds fair. Hi, book club.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome. Sorry, I'm so behind. Hello, everyone. I didn't realize it wasn't a standalone either. Just finished that cliffhanger. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have information on that. Hello, book besties.
Yeah, we found out information on that.
We'll come back to what's everybody reading. Oh, I guess we dove into that. Listening to the Irresistible One. Just started Broken Dove.
Not the coffee.
Not the coffee. Yeah. Just about to start Catherine Cowell's newest. And somebody else is reading The Score by Elle Kennedy. Oh, that's so good. All right. So let's show what we rated it. And then I'm trying to pull up the questions again. Okay. I think I have the questions ready. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I already know this is what's about to happen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. I didn't like it.
How did everybody else rate it? Go ahead and tell us in there, and then we'll start talking about the questions here in just a second. I will explain mine, and Jessica will explain hers. I will say I have no background knowledge. I actually called Jessica at one point in time while I was listening to it and asked her some questions because I have zero background knowledge for this. But once I really started to get into it, it took me a while, but once I really started to get into it, I really, really liked it. So that's where I kind of got the 4.5 from.
I couldn't get into it. I had a very hard time getting into it. And once I, got so far into it where it started to kind of hook me, at that point, I didn't care because it took so long for me to get into it.
So we have 3.5, 3.5, 3.5 too. Okay.
Yeah.
We saw C.R. Jane shortly after I had finished reading it. And we saw her at Spicy Reads, and she was walking in the hall and she stopped and said hi to us because we see her at a lot of events. So she actually recognizes us and knows who we are. And so she stopped and talked to us. And I tried to get information out of her. I was like, one, I feel very misled. I did not realize it was a trilogy. I also have really bad news about that, you guys. I'll say that in just a second. And who should I be rooting for?
Yeah, she
and I
wouldn't tell you
tried
anything.
really hard to break her, to get her to give me something, and she was very tight-lipped about it. But she did have some news, and this had to do with if you follow her on Instagram, she posted about having to have surgery for endometriosis, and so she had asked for a short extension during that recovery time, and it just ended up, because of how the publishing world works, it ended up having the extension couldn't just be by a few weeks. It ended up really pushing the book back, so the next one isn't going to come out until next summer, which is devastating. So then I was trying to be well, blink if I'm on the right who should I please, I can't handle love triangles, none.
Yeah, and she's a steel trap. She won't give you anything.
Yeah. Okay, so we have another 3 stars. It took me a while to get into it as well. Struggled so much, and I really can't do a trilogy. I do understand that, and I'm excited we did this, but I think if I had known, I don't know that I would have been let's do this for book club, because I'm somebody who wants to read anything like that that's cliffhangery back to back. I don't even like a few weeks because I'll forget. So we have 4 stars. It was very descriptive for fantasy. I found a slow pace. See, I think all fantasy is so slow paced. And so once this one got going, I was really happy. And I hope that the next book is going to continue at the pace we were at. I don't know that I will be
The
excited
hard thing was
if the next book starts off at a slow pace
Yeah.
too.
when we were talking with her, she was like, "Oh, you guys have finished it. Did you like it?" And I just let Mandy answer it because I wasn't gonna lie to her, and I love her
Okay,
to death,
cool.
but
So
it just wasn't for me.
Well, and you know what? She was writing, she knows that a lot of her fans that loved the Pucking Wrong series aren't going to necessarily follow her over to fantasy and be like, woohoo. Like she knows she was writing way out of her genre. I'll tell you what I am excited about. August, Don't Say Mafia. So excited.
I'm excited for Dark Horse.
Oh yeah, Dark Horse too, but Don't Say Mafia comes first. So
Yeah.
Okay, I just couldn't get into it. I pushed to finish. Despite everything, I'm an Achilles. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Achilles girly all the way.
Yep.
See, Irene, I'm with you. That's where I'm leaning too, but I'm really afraid. Really afraid.
And again, having to wait a whole year till we find out. And even then, it won't even be it's going to be even longer because the ending, who knows when that
At what part do you think it got going? What chapter? Oh, that is a really great question. I was listening to it, and so I'm not. That's the one thing that kind of bugs me.
I want to say that
an audiobook, you don't like when you're reading on your Kindle, it'll be like you're at 50% of the book, 60% of the book. But when you listen to it, you don't get that. So I'm not, I can't.
I want to say it was well after chapter 20. I know that I was still bored by then.
I don't even know how many chapters it was to be like chapter 20 was about halfway through or a third.
Yeah, I agree.
I like CR Jane and I really wanted to support her, but not sure I can with this one. I was hoping it would have the same humor. Yeah, the humor that you find in her other books was not there.
Yeah. And this one is trad published too, so it was picked up by the publisher, which is just a little bit different when authors have to take out things that they would do in their indie books, they don't always do in their trad published books. That's why I don't like it when authors get picked up trad.
Yes, Don't Say Mafia and Dark Horse. It seemed slow.
It's very slow.
I always find fantasy really slow, so I think just listening to Samantha Brentmore and Teddy Hamilton just made it a lot better for me. Hello, thanks for joining us. Yeah, we're getting that. It seems slow. Into halfway. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm curious for those of you who are seeing it was slow, do you find all fantasy that way? Because I'll be honest, there was a time where I wanted to DNF a Court of Thorn and Roses, and Jessica was like, no, just keep going, keep going, keep going. And so if Jessica hadn't really pushed me into it, I would never have finished that.
See, and I don't find all fantasy slow. I didn't find A Court of Thorns and Roses slow. I didn't find what's the other one? The vampire one. It's like From Blood and Ash. I didn't find that slow. I've read more fantasy than just those. Those are the two big ones. The Kennedy L. Ryan one. I didn't find those slow. So this just was.
Yeah. Okay. It started out very slow, took a while, but then when it finally grasped my interest. See, that's what I was saying too. That's where I was.
But that's a problem because if readers are finding it slow in the beginning, you're going to have readers that are just going to start DNFing and not even care because they're not like us. Where I was like, I would have DNF'd this if it was not for book club because it was so slow.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Not all fantasy is too slow. Okay. All right, let's dive into our questions since we have 38 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are all from CR Jane. I'm not sure if she specifically went through and did these, had somebody help her or what. So it says, thank you for reading Shadows of Sparta. The discussion guide is designed to spark conversation about the novel's characters, themes, world building, and relationships. There are no right or wrong answers, only different interpretations of Helena's journey and the choices made by those around her. I said that right? Okay. There is golf course near me, and I cannot for the life of me actually say it. And I am convinced that I really do have like some sort of speech impediment. I cannot say it, and it drives my son crazy. And I'm like, we're just gonna call it da 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 because I cannot say the actual name. It does not come out correctly. Okay, what was your initial reaction to Sparta as it is presented in the novel? How did the kingdom differ from your expectations of Greek mythology? I had none.
Yeah.
I'm not into Greek mythology.
I like those out there have read some things. We all watched Troy. I mean, come on, it was Brad Pitt. I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention. Again, because I was bored, I wasn't paying attention. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first 200 pages and then some pages, then the rest of the books were good for a quarter.
Guys, when I do a reread of Akatar at this point, I actually start once she's under the mountain because I don't care about the first half. So at this point,
almost DNF. Glad you stuck with it. Excited for these questions. There wasn't audio. I think I would have also have DNF'd.
Yeah.
Okay. Chapter 39 and the things he says to Helena was so romantic. I have no background with Greek mythology.
Okay.
I'm there too. Okay.
And I don't think that she intended for us to actually have some kind of background with Greek mythology to enjoy it.
Yeah. I am curious. Yeah, but chapter 39 is getting to like the end of the book. So yeah, I really hope book 2 keeps at the pace we were at. Okay, that's a good question. It was different and I was a bit confused at first, but then I just went with it being kind of post-apocalyptic because it was post-war.
Mm-hmm. That was probably how I felt because I remember, especially in the very beginning, when it was talking about the red whatever and just I'm eating a gummy bear because I just, I am. But that's what I was like, oh, this is different. We're just going to go with it. But again, I was so bored it didn't matter.
Okay, I'm going to do the next 3 questions and you guys can answer all 3 if you want to. You can just pop in and answer one of them because I kind of feel like we'll see how that goes. And then if it's too rushed, we can change up the speed. Okay. Which scene or moment stayed with you the most after finishing the book? Were there any twists or revelations that surprised you? Let's just do those 2 because the next one's kind of different. I feel like that kind of goes together. Yes, so much. She got me in the feels with the friend she made that gets sacrificed. And then her friend basically was like, it's no big deal. I'm like, what?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I mean, those weren't her exact words, but that was kind of her friend's impression. Mm-hmm. One word pairs. Okay. Yes, the poor friend that was so sad. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You didn't read the book, you just came for the spoilers. Okay.
All right.
I don't know that nothing really was. Okay, first I just need to confess, I listened to this a month ago. So somebody may say something that might spark my memory a little bit better, but as of right now, I'm not thinking of anything specific that felt really twisty or anything. I was just extremely concerned that the king is going to end up getting her and it's not going to be Achilles because he was a little like wishy-washy.
I have a feeling it's going to be the king.
See, that is what I'm very concerned about.
Mm-hmm. That's my thoughts. But again, you read yours a month ago, then that means that I read mine because I read mine weeks before you read it.
Yeah.
So
you
I don't
remember like as soon as it came out.
Yeah, it was literally when it came out, and I just don't remember much. I don't remember much at all.
Your heart broke for a friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hit my book limit for the month. Hubby wouldn't let me buy the book. LOL.
It's all good.
Yes, Paris. That was a bit of a plot twist to original mythology, but then I guess that's where the love triangle kind of comes in.
Yeah.
See, I don't like love triangles, and that's yeah.
I told you there was more than one dude in this. You wouldn't believe
I know.
me.
Jessica was like, I think it's a love triangle, and I'm like, no, she has not marketed it that way at all. And Jessica's
Well,
like,
no, I
look
said I
at
think
the
it's
pictures. There's more than one guy.
Yeah, I said there was. I thought it was MFM, which obviously is wrong. It's a love triangle, but like because there was art out there of her with two very distinct and different guys.
Too?
Huh?
Wasn't there a picture in the book too?
I didn't look through my book.
I know. I'm trying to be really careful. I thought there was. Yeah, it's not that. Well. Well, it's just the king on his throne, but his hair kind of does look dark in that picture.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because that's how it is. Because one had dark hair, one had light hair in the imagery, and so when she said that, I was like, when she said it wasn't, it
so
was.
Is Achilles the light-haired guy?
I do believe so.
I'm gonna write to CR Jane and be like, please prove Jessica
but
wrong.
She
Rewrite the
said,
whole story.
Yeah. She said to us she doesn't even know who's going to win in the end, win the girl. Remember?
I think she might have said that. Maybe I was like making her nervous.
But she might be serious. She doesn't know which way the book's going to take her.
And she made it sound like it's going to be very emotional. So
she
I'm here.
She said she's going to rip our hearts out. She said so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But if we're waiting a whole year and then some, because August of next year for this book, how long do you have to wait for the book after the third book? That's my question.
I'm hoping that it won't be that long, that it'll be coming. But she's pretty upfront with like her releases. So I think after Dark Horse, we'll probably get like another, like, this is what's coming 2027 release.
Because we know that she's got other books coming in 2027.
You love the fact that she decided to step up and drink the poison cup to save her friend. Yeah, The Catcher is coming, which I'm excited for.
Yeah.
The Queen training reminded me of the Maiden
Cloister
series. I just read it because of the book box.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I didn't pick up on the
familiar, her animal.
Oh, I don't know. Wait, I don't know what this is. What is this about?
The familiar. I can't say it. Does she have an animal familiar?
What's an animal familiar? What do you mean?
Like witches tend to have a familiar, like a cat. Is a witch's familiar? I don't know. I don't remember her having one. Did she have one?
I didn't think so. I'm super lost. I don't know.
Well, Jody will explain.
By my hair. Ugh. Okay, Jody, please help us.
It's been a while.
I don't know who to root for, Paris or Achilles to rapture love Helena.
I always go for the dark-haired one.
Oh, with her being a witch. Okay. The physical book is beautiful. Yes. I agree. I love the cover. The last third, see, that's how I felt too. The last third of the book made up for the slowness. I'm not sure. I was listening, so I can't tell you exactly where it was, but I was hooked. Yes, it's like Salem the Cat and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Oh, thank you. I have watched that, so now I'm understanding what you're talking about. The little animal that was sneak into her room with her. Okay, got it.
Yeah, that animal. Okay, got it.
They were explaining that those who have power have a familiar. They explain it early, and we find out at the end she has it. Okay.
Seriously, when I wasn't paying attention.
Thank you. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. How did the ending change your understanding of the story or its characters? Well, CR Jane was not happy. I feel very misled that I think I'm reading a trilogy love triangle.
Yep.
Wondering what is her pet, a god in hiding. Oh, maybe this is going to go like way off in a different world, and then it's probably really going to lose me.
Yeah.
Did anything change for you and change your understanding of the story or its characters, the ending?
No.
Okay.
Again, I will say, because I had been bored, I wasn't paying as much attention as I would have had the book really sucked me in.
Oh, I just read the next question. This reminds me of something that was that twisted when she finds out that basically everything was for nothing because the whole village was dead. that hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was no. See, I knew as we got going with this, things would come back to me. But yeah, that was quite the like I felt for her. I'd be like, what?
I went through all this and what?
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone's just gone. Okay. Helena enters the trials not because she desires power, but because she believes becoming queen is the only way to save her village. How did this motivation shape your perception of her? So this was when I started to think, okay, we're finally going somewhere. This isn't just about her being like, oh, she's so beautiful that like she's going to change everything. Like, no, there's actually a lot more to this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jessica is so funny, but I'm the same when something is so boring and so I'm not paying attention.
I mean, I only finished it because I had to for book club.
I knew I would learn to love Paris. I had a feeling he was a good guy. I'm not convinced. Yeah, the whole village. I feel like he's behind it. He's an evil king.
I think he's going to be a stud. Helen of Troy, the real Helen of Troy in the Iliad and the Odyssey, gives up everything for Paris. Like, runs off with him.
The Odyssey. Is
the
that
Iliad and the Odyssey?
The Odyssey, the movie that Tom Holland is in?
Don't get me started with that.
Different?
Nope. But I will not talk about that online.
It's the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Anybody else have anything about... There's some more questions about her, so I'll read a couple more. So the next one about her is, throughout the novel, Helena is often forced to choose between survival and mortality. Which of her decisions did you find most difficult to judge?
Read that again. I was spacing out. What?
Throughout the novel, Helena is often forced to choose between survival and mortality. Which of her decisions... Morality, not mortality. That's why that didn't make sense. Morality. Jeez. Which of her decision did you... It's been like a really rough few days. Which of her decisions did you find most difficult to judge? I think we kind of already talked about this a little bit. With her friend, I think that was probably...
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I felt for her, and like when she was like, no, you don't have to, basically. I mean, no, those weren't her exact words, but you know what I mean. She sacrificed and still lost her whole village. She should have took off with Achilles. Exactly. That's what should happen next. Hang on. Isn't Paris the one who took her at the end and he caused the damage? So I'm again trying to remember, but I thought that was sort of... I thought that wasn't necessarily his... Are you talking about the village? I thought that he wasn't necessarily to completely blame for that. I kind of felt like there was some stuff where we were supposed to think one thing, but we're going to get led a different direction. But I might now be thinking about what I'm predicting is going to happen versus what actually happened.
Mandy's had a lot of time. She's just making up her own scenarios in her head.
Well, no, I kind of think, well, now I'm really concerned that what I'm wanting to have happen isn't going to happen, because I
just like scaring the bejesus out of you over this.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Helena spends much of the story navigating expectations placed upon her by others. In what way does she resist those expectations? And in what ways does she submit to them? If I would have been really honest, I would have like had these all typed out and we could have like put them up on the computer.
It's not going to help me come up with answers for them, though.
Okay.
I feel like I'm failing the quiz.
Okay, how about this? What do you think Helena ultimately wants by the end of the novel? Has that changed from what she wanted at the beginning? Well, I think it has to change, because at the beginning she just wanted to try and save her people, and she was like desperate, and she was frustrated that they had all this stuff there and her people were basically dying, and so she wanted to save them, and now it's all for nothing. So I think it is going to change, but I just don't... know how she can like that stupid.
Now she just wants to have her cake and eat it too. Man one, man two.
The Rhone is Paris for those who did not. I probably said that wrong. Did not read the book. Yeah, I don't know. Like Jessica wasn't paying too much attention.
Oh, good, because I feel like I'm failing. I don't want to be the other one. She wants to be free of Menelaus. Yeah.
Okay. Did Helena feel like a traditional fantasy heroine? Why or why not? I can't really answer that because I don't read fantasy.
For what I've read, yeah. Yeah. Again, wasn't paying that much attention, but yeah.
Okay. By the end, I think she'll want some sort of revenge in her freedom. See, that's what I think too. But I don't know that we were, I mean, that seems logical, but I don't know that we necessarily have seen that side of her yet.
Like, well, there's 2 more books to go. So there's a lot of growth there that could happen.
Yeah, where do you go in book 2 and book 3? Her motive has changed so much with her village not there anymore. Exactly. That's why when
now her motive is going to be the bow chicka wow wow.
She told us it was a trilogy, and I was like, but I was thinking like it was a Greek mythology trilogy. The first one would be about this couple. Then we would dive into some other couples and another couple. I didn't realize I was signed up to read a love triangle that was going to take me 3 books.
You were expecting the typical C.R. Jane where we get different couples in each book. So I knew it was going to be a trilogy of 3 books of the same characters. So,
on a positive, I'm very carefully going to show this. I did get Teddy Hamilton and Samantha Brittmore and C.R. Jane to sign this. Can you see it?
Kind of.
Okay. Doing a good job.
Well, no, because you left the comment up, and so then that's in the way too.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I don't want to open it too much.
There you go. There they are.
I'm very excited about that.
Okay.
Freedom. Yeah, I think that, I mean, why wouldn't she want that? Even if she ends up with one of those guys, I would assume she's still going to want some freedom.
We all do.
And some revenge.
That too.
Okay. The next set of questions are about power, leadership, and sacrifice. Jessica, you're up for the M word.
Menelaus?
What?
Menelaus?
Menelaus has built his kingdom on fear, control, and the rejection of the gods. Why do you think so many people continue to support him?
Fear.
Yeah.
I mean, fear. That's it.
What else do they know? Like, unless CR is going to change the methodology, but I don't see where it's going as a trilogy.
Yeah.
The book is beautiful. Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear. Yep. I don't like him. Okay. The novel repeatedly asks what people are willing to sacrifice for power, safety, and survival. Which character do you think sacrifices the most? Well, I kind of think it's...
I mean, Helena loses her whole
I know.
village, her friend.
She sacrifices the whole like everybody dies.
Yeah.
Because...
Yeah.
But yet... she wasn't really sacrificing. She was sacrificing her way of life and doing this to try and save all of them. So if you stop it right at that point, I think Achilles could potentially be sacrificing more than her because she didn't purposely sacrifice. Like her whole village dying was what she was trying to prevent from happening.
True.
A lot of people are saying fear. Hi, thank you for joining us. 4.75 stars. You loved it. Awesome. A lot of people gave it 3 to 3.5 stars. I was a 4.5. So
I was a 3.
Jump in. Of the characters that are left, oh, that's a good question. She does not specify in that question. I did not expect a love triangle. How does this reader decide? Paris seems to be more extroverted and funny. I'm leaning for Helena to choose Paris. See, I didn't really like him, but I think that I didn't want to like him. And that's the problem with these love triangles is I get set on somebody and then I cannot accept the other person.
Mandy always goes for the blonde.
It's like I was talking to somebody, I think at a book event. It may have been another author. It was an author, and she was talking about that Say I Swear book or Say You Swear book by Megan Brandy, and how the second guy, oh shit, I don't want to, never mind. I don't give away spoilers. So never mind. Forget I said anything. She was just, yeah.
Yeah.
It was good banter. Thank you for saving me. I just realized what I was doing. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Yep.
Okay. Do you think Sparta's suffering is solely the result of
Menelaus?
Menelaus. It doesn't look like that's how it should be pronounced.
It's a Greek name. There's Greek names
thrown
around here a lot.
Forces at work. See, I think there was some underlying things that lead me to believe. Honestly, like if you were to be like, here's 10 grand, if you can accurately guess like 3 of the 5 things that are going to happen next in this book, and I would be like, well, I guess I'm not getting 10 grand because I really don't even know, because I feel like it was set up that we could be thinking that could be going the way it is or not. There was some good banter. Do you have anything to add to that, Jessica? You want me to keep going?
Yeah, just keep going.
Because we're only on question 13. We're 36 minutes in. Several characters justify terrible actions by claiming they are necessary. Where do you draw the line between necessity and cruelty?
In real life?
Here, how about we go into this one? If you had lived in Sparta, do you think you would have supported the existing system or rebelled against it?
Do I get to keep my books?
I would like to say I would have rebelled against it, but I think that's a lot easier to say than do.
I honestly would be in so much trouble living in Sparta without AC and in the sun that I wouldn't be able to care because I'd be scratching all the time. I just want out. It would be of no good use to anybody.
I'm not surprised it's a 3. So many of my favorite fantasy series, the first book is rated the lowest because book 1 is usually where most of the world building happens. That's what I'm really hoping for this too, is that we're not going to be like, we're going to constantly really go into the story.
Yeah.
There was necessity for those characters for the greed of power. That's actually, I think that's a great way to describe that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to jump into Achilles. Achilles occupies a complicated role in Helena's life. What did you think of him when he first appeared, and did that impression change over the course of the novel? I'm trying to decipher from these questions if there's any hints.
Oh, good gravy.
I wasn't sure what to think of him at first, and then I immediately really liked him and wanted the two of them to run off together and just basically give Sparta the finger and leave, but that did not happen. What did you think of Achilles? He's blonde, so I didn't give him 2 thoughts about him.
Right there.
Yeah. The first part of the book was too long.
Amen, sister. Turn Menelaus into menopause, and I can relate to the heat.
Oh, that is the best. Oh, that's funny. Okay, Achilles is torn between loyalty to Sparta, loyalty to his king, and loyalty to Helena. Which loyalty ultimately defines him? I think it's to Sparta.
Like in this book or just in general?
I think we're talking about this book.
Oh, I don't know. I just didn't care.
Because I felt like
My boobs look big at this
What?
angle. My boobs look really big at this angle. Okay, sorry.
Achilles was put into the supporting male role.
Yes.
Damn it.
Paris.
This is depressing.
Paris. Oh.
I'm going to message CR Jane and be like, so we had book club and now I'm even more mad. The first part was like molasses on a cold winter's day, slow, but the rest of the book saves the story.
It was very slow.
Okay, how does Achilles challenge Helena's understanding of herself? What do you think attracts Helena and Achilles to one another beyond physical attraction? Were there moments when you disagreed with Achilles' choices? Which ones?
It was all attraction. I don't know.
Well, I felt like that was where the story was going, is he was going to be like, it would be more centered around him and him being like, I feel like I have to be loyal to the king and loyal to Sparta. This is like my life. I have to do this. But I am falling in love with you. I want to protect you. I want to save you. I want to get you out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought he was going to battle that. And then like, because I thought this was all I was reading.
But here's the deal. We don't get his inner monologue, right? Like, we're just hearing what he's saying to her.
No, Samantha Britmore and I kind of joked about this at the signing.
You don't know what he's
like,
thinking.
Once again, the woman has to carry the whole load, like just joking.
Yes, yeah.
So
and then Teddy gets the
versus Teddy.
Yes, because we don't get the inner monologue of any of them, of any of the male POV. So who knows?
You never know, Mandy. She could pull A Court of Thorns and Roses and switch her real love interest to book 2.
Yep.
It is true. It could change. She said something is going to happen that's heartbreaking. And so I'm wondering if when she said that, I was like, oh, great. Is she going to kill off Achilles or is something else going to happen? Like, you just never know. Is there going to be a new character? Like,
yeah.
Where are we going with this?
Yeah, because she could introduce somebody in book 2 that blows all of this out of the water. I don't know.
Okay. Theron's arrival dramatically changes the course of the story. What was your first impression of him? How does Theron differ from the men Helena has known throughout her life?
I was indifferent because, again, I didn't care. I'm so sorry. I didn't, and I wanted to, but I didn't.
Definitely attraction and strength as a male, and I think Helena could relate with his loyalty to Sparta. Theron often seems to understand more than he reveals. How did that affect your trust in him as a reader? See, I just didn't care for him.
Yeah, I didn't trust him. But I'm at the point, too, where since we're not seeing that, I don't necessarily know that I trust anybody fully, especially now knowing what we know.
He was hot and she was the beauty. The attraction led them together. I also wanted to know what the male's point of view thought. I wonder if that's going to change.
I think we're going to the way it sounds. But we didn't get it in this. I think it was intentional not to have it in this one. I know it's intentional not to have it in this one. So
all of the males felt very surface level. Yeah, I can
again, because you're not getting that POV too. We don't know.
What?
You didn't know that?
I know nothing about Greek mythology.
It's your Achilles heel for a reason. Weakness? The Achilles, he got one of those.
He dies young.
Yeah, in Greek mythology, he dies. Didn't he die at the Battle of Troy, in the city of Troy, with the Trojan horse, if I remember right?
Well, this is just a disaster. Why did you let me read this?
This was your idea, pumpkin butt.
I just said CR Jane has a new book coming out, and you're like, "Ooh, I really want to read that because it's going to be fantasy. We should read it."
No, I said I want to read it because it's going to be men gladiators. I was hoping for gladiators.
It is hard to trust a stranger.
So true.
I don't trust Theron. Well, I apparently don't trust CR Jane now. I didn't know. I asked you, Jessica, if I needed to brush up on this.
Jane, and she could have just been throwing us, right? She said that it doesn't necessarily follow Greek mythology. There is like it is a retelling, but it's not a retell. Like she's pulling pieces from it, and we've seen that in this. It's a little bit different, but there are pieces like that where in my brain I go, okay, but
okay. Well, I'm gonna go watch Off Campus now. This has been very upsetting.
If you just go watch Troy with Brad Pitt, you'll learn a lot.
We did watch that.
We did. You need to go watch it again.
I do, because I couldn't tell you anything about it.
Okay.
What role do you think Theron will play in Helena's future? Did you find Theron's sympathetic, dangerous, or both? I didn't trust him. I thought he was shady and that I wasn't supposed to like him.
Here's the deal. Is she asking about Paris after this?
No.
The fact that there's no questions about him, but there's questions about Theron and Achilles. Why is she asking us questions about those two guys? And what we thought and how we feel. Is she going to pull a bait and switch?
He can't die unless he is injured at the heel because he was dipped and held by his heel for protection while he was dipped.
Mm-hmm. That's the Greek mythology. That's the myth.
Was Achilles dipped in this book? I don't remember that being brought up.
No, that's the myth.
Okay. You were for the gladiators too, and Achilles hoping for a different storyline.
Mm-hmm.
There is such a huge problem with things having to be faster, so plots are becoming thinner as writing a book is giving less and less time, so things just come off as flat. Yeah, he was dipped in the river Styx, and it made him impervious, except for when she held him by his heel, correct? I believe so. I believe that's the story. Jessica's right. There are very few questions about
Menelaus.
Yep. So is she trying to throw us?
Possibly. Why are you asking about those two and not the others?
I will send her a message. Okay. World building and mythology. Sparta is a kingdom abandoned by the gods and consumed by drought, dust, and decay. How does this setting influence the tone of the novel? Well, it's very bleak.
Yeah, and you know that they're desperate. You see the desperation of the people. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
What did you think of the reinterpretation of Greek mythology throughout the story? Well, I can't answer that because I have no idea.
It didn't bother me. I mean, you can still see the storyline. The story's there. You can see the bits and pieces of it. It wasn't exact, and she told us it wasn't going to be. So, I mean, you can see I could see the inspiration. So,
I think that would be really boring, though, basically, to rewrite the same way.
Yeah.
What did you think of the reinterpretation? Oh, did I already read that?
I think so.
Okay. How does the absence of divine influence shape the action of the characters? Were there particular pieces of lore, history, or mythology that you found especially intriguing?
Like the real mythology that's put in the book? Or like I don't know. Let's just go with that.
Okay.
Because the Greek mythology that's in the book, whatever. I don't know. Probably had to pay a little bit more attention to it than what I did to pull that out of there. A lot of that was at the beginning.
Famine was so sad, yes. But I felt like, yeah, it was also corrupt.
There's a lot of things are.
Yeah. I just love Greek mythology. I can see some of the similarities. Well, it
Same.
sets up desperation and violence against anyone not supporting the regime. Sorry. Okay. Okay. We're on to the final questions for looking ahead. What questions are you most eager to see answered in the next book?
Well, I know what yours is.
Yeah, I think we kind of talked about those, but what do you guys think? Type those into the chat. What do you think? I want to, well, I just want to know what's going to happen, and I want this love triangle to be done. I want clear
Got bad
decision.
news for you there, honey. I think you're gonna have to get to a third book to get that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe she'll make it a little more clear in the second book. Who knows? She could still pull a bait and switch in the third, though. Yeah.
Okay, I don't see any new comments. What character do you think will change the most moving forward? Well, apparently he's going to be Achilles because he's going to die.
I don't know which one is she gonna make to be the evil one that we are not aware of. I don't
know. What do you believe is Helena's greatest challenge now?
Choosing which man she wants. I don't know.
I think she's got her biggest challenge is going to be kind of finding a will to like go on.
And she finds that in the man she chooses.
Well, something she's got to find. There's got to be some reason for her to want to continue on doing something. And there has to be something in it for us to want to join her on that.
Yeah.
Did the king die in the fire?
Do you remember?
Oh, in the book? Or the mythology?
I don't think there was a king and a fire in mythology. Like an actual Greek mythology?
I thought he was still there. Yeah,
I don't remember.
Getting additional POV seems like it would be helpful.
Yeah, I personally think she's doing that on purpose. Because if you had his POV, you would know what they were thinking.
That's my question. What is book 3 going to be about? Yeah. How is Helena going to get free? Well, as it was said earlier, her and Achilles just need to pick up and get the hell out of there at this point. Maybe she won't have to choose.
Maybe.
Finding the love of her life and power of self-healing. Yeah, that's probably definitely where this is.
Yeah, of course it is.
Got ahead. Never underestimate the power.
Of retribution and
crap.
a pissed off
I just like zoomed in on my side, so all the comments, like I could just see the comment on my screen that was like,
nice.
Don't know how I bumped something. Okay. Did I ask what we believe is Helena's greatest challenge now? Did I ask that question yet?
No.
Okay, so that's the next question. What do you believe is her greatest challenge now?
Oh, maybe that's what this is. Yeah. Choosing a man. I think we did. Yes. So I said choosing a man. So yeah, you did. Yeah.
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 Take love triangle off the wheel. Yes, we need to do that. I agree. Okay, based on the ending, where do you think the story is headed next? I think we've kind of talked about this a lot too, but if anybody else wants to give some final thoughts on where they think the story is headed next. Now that would be a complete change, making it a why choose.
You know. Yeah.
Okay. And then the last one is, if you could ask any character one question, who would it be and what would you ask? Finding purpose since she's lost so much. Yeah, that I totally agree on that. She has lost a lot. Anybody want to answer that question? If you could ask any character one question, who would it be and what would you ask? Dun, dun, dun. Jessica?
I don't care.
I would ask Achilles why he didn't man up a little bit more and run off with her. Like, we kind of know why she was in it to save her people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would love to find out what is the evil inside
Menelaus.
I would ask Achilles why. Yes. Irene, yes. What are their true intentions? Yeah, that would be nice to know too.
Yep.
Because I don't know, as much as I want it to be Achilles, I don't know that we have seen enough of the characters to truly be like, this is like the good dude.
And
any
honestly,
of them could go either way, I suppose.
The way she was talking about it, I honestly think she's going to kill one off in one of the consecutive books. So I don't know. I wouldn't get too attached.
Okay. Are we ready for the final thought?
Yeah.
From Sierra Jane? Okay, final thought. At the heart of Shadows of Sparta, all right, let me start that over. At its heart, Shadows of Sparta asks what remains when faith is gone. Power is concentrated in the hands of one ruler, and survival demands impossible choices. As you reflect on Helena's journey, consider this final question. What do you think is more dangerous? Behaving, oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? Believing too strongly in something or having nothing left to believe in at all?
I think both are dangerous. Yeah.
I think both are dangerous as well. I would agree with that, but in the spirit of answering the question and being forced to pick something, I think having nothing left to believe in at all is the most dangerous, because without hope, what do you have?
I don't know, but there's a lot of people that believe things very deeply and they still end up, they do things for that cause that most would never do.
That is true.
So I don't know.
Anybody else want to answer the final thought? What do you think is most dangerous?
Mm-hmm.
Having nothing left to believe in. Having nothing left to believe in. Helena is broken right now. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Having nothing left to believe in. Yeah, that's a hard choice, but ultimately not having something to believe in is more soul destroying.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree.
Make you reckless.
Okay, so before we do wheel and announce next book club, do we want to figure out how we're doing our giveaway?
I don't know. How do you want to do the giveaway? I have no idea.
Oh, we have a final comment. Because everything you sacrificed was for nothing. You have nothing to lose. Yeah. I do feel really bad for Helena. Okay, so we want to give us this away during the live. So I'm gonna just, what if we just go, we can't see who's on here.
No.
So I have a number and the number keeps fluctuating. I don't know what's going on, but I can see a number and it fluctuates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 3 numbers on a Post-it, and how do we make sure nobody guesses the same number though?
It's just the first one to guess it gets it.
Okay, that works. Okay. So we'll do 1 to 25. Don't put your numbers in yet. Let me write
wait till she says, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna write my 3 numbers down and then we'll go from there. This is hard.
Right, quickly.
Okay. I wrote 3 numbers down. The person will just just type a number in between 1 and 25. If somebody puts the same number, we'll go in order of how they come up. So the first person that gets that number, and then if everybody's put a number in and those numbers haven't been claimed yet, we'll go whoever is closest, and we'll do Price is Right style without going over.
Okay.
So that's how we'll do the 3 book plates. If you don't want a book plate, don't put a number in there. And then, we'll go from there. Okay.
You got to tell them when to go.
Go. Put your numbers in. And then I'm going to just randomly send the extra with whoever guesses number 2, the second number I have. So I have number 1, number 2, and number 3. So whoever guesses number 2 will get this.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't have said that because I hope I don't forget who that was. I'll have to write a note.
You can always go back and watch
a little
this
more
too,
time to see if anybody else wants to throw a number in before we do. I just don't want to cut it off and then have somebody still trying to type. So while that is happening, Jessica will sing to you guys.
No,
I pull up the wheel.
Do we do the do? That's Jeopardy. That's not The Price is Right.
Yeah, are you okay?
I don't remember. The Price is Right didn't have a theme song, did it?
Yeah, did it have that come on down and
You're the next kid? Yeah, but there wasn't do. I don't remember. It's been too long. Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes the stuff saves here and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so last call to put that number in and then we'll call for it. I'm going to grab the wheel info here and copy it into my phone. So last call for a number to be entered in. Oh my gosh, it's being difficult. Jessica, entertain the people.
Why do you always do this to me? I don't have anything to entertain them with. Would
Why
we
don't
like to
you
talk more
tell
about
them
the
what you're
Chipmunk
currently
family?
reading?
I'm not. I finished the book this morning when I got here, and then I've been working all day.
What do you plan to read next?
I don't know. I'm a mood reader. Whatever I'm in the mood for, baby. I don't know.
I appreciate how helpful you've been during
I'm
this
so sorry.
time.
Sorry. I don't know. I don't know.
Why is there 2 wheels? What the hell?
Technical difficulties?
It gave me 2 wheels.
Oh, I do know what I plan to read next.
Thank
I have
you.
to read Corinne Michael's new book, the cowboy one, because we have our live show on Sunday, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah. So whatever that, I can't remember what that was called. You would know. You have it.
West of Forever. Okay.
Yep.
Somebody wants you to tell a joke, and somebody wants a drum roll. Okay, so I'm gonna start at the top. My numbers were 7, 10, and 17. So 7, 10, 17. 10, whoever's closest to 10 will get the bookmark. So let me go through. We have 21. So that has gone over. We have Joanna with 16. So unless somebody gets 17, Joanna, you are that one. We have 20, which is over. 25 is over. 8 is not over. It's going to be closest to 10. So Jody, I don't see another number. So you will get, let me write that down because I think once we leave, I don't think I can see the comments anymore. Jody, you will get the bookmark and stickers. And then we have 15. So nobody, no, 7. So nobody was under 8. And I said, if you go over, so how do we figure out who gets 7? Do we
write one more number down and do it again?
Okay. Those of you who are still in the, who was 17 was Joanne.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so Joanne and Jody, you're out of this, but anybody else who wants to, because you already won, if anybody else wants to put another number in, and what should we go between?
1 and 10.
1 and 10. Okay. I have my number on my Post-it. Go ahead, put those numbers in. Oh, somebody wants to know, what have you alpha or beta read lately? Congrats, everyone. And then we have one number in so far. If anybody else, if you already did a number and you want and you weren't a winner, you can put another number in.
I haven't
Between 1 and 10.
I haven't done anything since LV Lane, right? Yeah, I haven't done anything since LV Lane's book.
Oh, you're beta reading for ST Morris, but it's very
I am, yes.
Slow going.
Yeah, she's only giving us 2 to 4 chapters a week, and she's like leaving us on massive cliffhangers, and it hurts like hell. So yeah, that I was like, I know I'm doing something, but I couldn't remember. Yep, I'm reading for ST Morris. So This one's good too.
Last call. I'll wait like 10 more seconds for a number to come up. 10, 9, 8. I just want to be fair in case somebody's trying to type and isn't getting it in time.
I am waiting for Pammy to finish her next book so that I can beta read that one, but I don't know how long it's going to take her to finish it. But I do know what she's writing.
Okay. We'll go ahead and call it. So my number this time around was 5. So it was whoever got closest without going over. So that will be Violet's Venturous Reads. Congrats, everyone.
Yay!
Thanks for joining us on this. Oh no. We had somebody type in 5, but it popped up after I already announced it on my side. I'm so sorry. So sorry. If I had a book plate, I would send one to you, but she only gave us 3. I feel so bad. Okay. So we are going to go ahead and move on to the wheel. Oh, Irene. Oh, wait. People are saying that Irene and Lindsay are both saying that oh, you're gonna see us, Violet's Venturous Reads. Okay, next week. Okay, so I'm so sorry. I did not see that the 5 pop up until afterwards, unless I messed something up.
Well, you can send her. Why don't we just send her?
It's fine.
Let's send her I have the bookmark and the stickers, and we can send her those, the ones that I have.
Okay.
Okay. Write that down.
Okay. So, okay, she's saying it's okay, no problem. Okay. So we'll stick with what was drawn, and my apologies, but Jessica, Jackson BT1, if you want to also email us, we will we have the extra bookmark and stickers
I'll
just
send her mine.
send your way.
Yep.
So, and yeah. So if you were a winner today, please send me an email at bestiebookreviews@gmail.com with your mailing address, and I will pop these in the mail as soon as I get your email. So congrats, everyone. And thank you for playing, and sorry for that little hang up. Next time I will have to think of a better way to do a giveaway.
Always. Yeah, so hard.
I know. I think that's true, that there is a bit of a lag in the chat, and that's why I'm thinking that there needs to be a better way. I wanted to do it live, but in hindsight, perhaps not doing it live and just having everybody put their names in or something and then putting them in a wheel and doing it that way at the end would have worked better. So we're learning, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I apologize about the lag there, and we'll make everything right. All right.
Wheel.
Yes. Congrats to everyone. Okay, yeah. Jessica, you and I have not talked about this yet, so we will have to announce when book club is. It needs to either be August 14th or August 28th for me. So you'll have to look at your calendar and see if you're here, because I know you have some stuff to go to. Okay. Did we do Cowboy yet?
Don't remember.
I don't think so. I've been trying to mark them off on the list, and sometimes we found
I don't know that we did.
Oh, hey, Brooklyn. I did not realize that's who that. Thank you for telling us that. Okay.
Oh, that's why we're going to see her in a few days, because it's in Brooklyn.
Well, I've gotten some message from some people saying that they'd watched our Brave video and that they were going to be there and they would, come chat with us and stuff. And then so when I saw that, I didn't even, now that I'm looking, I can see that it's you.
And I know that she went by Violet.
It's hard to tell.
For that, but like I didn't put two and two together.
Yes.
Yep. No.
Okay. Thank you, Irene. I appreciate that. And you don't think we've done Cowboy?
I don't think we've done Cowboy.
I don't think so either. I was just making sure. So we have the wheel. All the tropes are on there. We're going to spin. Here we go. Whatever it lands on will be our trope for next month's book club. And then we'll start giving suggestions for it. If it's love triangle, I'm going to cry.
It's daddy.
Okay. So I believe when that one was suggested, it was just like all things daddy vibes, right? So any book that has daddy vibes. So that could be like a significant age gap. That could be, anything that you feel has
doesn't necessarily have to be daddy kink. It
just daddy vibes.
Daddy vibes.
Whatever you define as daddy. Well, we're not going to put any real parameters around it other than it needs to have audio, because we have a lot of people who love audio.
There's Welcome to the Dark Side. I'm like, that's Daddy Zeus all the way. So, he doesn't even go by daddy. Yeah.
So we will look for that poll, or not poll. It'll be a post first that will go up where you guys can put all your book recommendations. Then we'll take those. And as long as they have audio, we will throw those up in a poll later. Like, what do we normally do? Monday, I think.
Early in the week.
Yeah. And then we'll vote, and then we'll make sure to let you guys know what date book club is going to be in August.
Yep. Okay. Works for me.
Yeah. And then, like Jessica already said, we do have our buddy read with Amber and Jen on Sunday, if you guys want to join us for that.
Yep.
And it looks like we have a few comments coming. So Forbidden.
Is that on there? Forbidden?
I think that was in reference to the daddy.
Oh.
Daddy. Daddy. Yes. A good age gap would be good.
Yeah.
BJ Alpha's Untamed. I have not read that
Yes.
yet, so that would be a
I
great.
beta, well, I alpha read it actually. Oh, so good.
Yeah, that would be a good
Definite
one.
daddy vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to find something you ladies haven't read will be the most difficult. Well, you know what? Sometimes
True.
book club ends up being something we've already read, and
Yeah.
if
And
it's
even like with BJ's, you throw it out there, I have no problem rereading.
yeah.
So, yeah.
I haven't read that one, so I would love for that to be one.
And I don't
one of
mind
our
reading it
choices.
again. Yeah. 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 Love my Becky.
Okay.
Yeah. All
I
right.
already messed up the numbers. Which number, who is getting the book plate with the bookmark and stickers?
The one that got number 10.
10, Jody. That's right. Thank you. I thought that's what the one, and then I had moved it out of order, and then I started to panic.
Yep, that happens. So, all right.
Yes, thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope you had a good time at book club. And
yeah.
Oh, before you leave, I would love to know if you plan to read book 2, like just for funsies. You can tell us in the comments if you're going to read book 2. If not, like we won't do book 2 for book club.
No,
I plan to read it when it comes out in
I will not be reading it when it comes out.
But I'm just curious what everybody else like. Are you guys gonna read it, or are you just like, now I'm gonna in a year
I'm gonna stick with CR Jane's Dark Stuff and call it good.
You're gonna what?
Stick with CR Jane's Dark Stuff and call it good.
Oh, okay. Anything by QB Tyler would work. Yeah, pretty much most of her stuff. Oh, she has a new book coming out next month. I am so excited about it. It's The Cheerleader is Off Limits. It's the next book after The Nanny is Off Limits. And it has, like, she had told me when I talked with her over a year ago that it was coming last fall, and it got postponed a lot. And so now it's coming in August. That would be, I'm assuming it's going to have daddy vibes, but I mean, I don't know.
Her books typically do.
Okay, so Jody, you're saying you're going to continue on with the series. Joanna is saying she's going to read book 2. Jody says, I will read it. I think it will get better. Irene's on the fence about book 2, but honestly, it will be low on my TBR. Oh, I'm not going to read book 2. Okay. You will read book 2. Not sure about book 2. Okay, so it seems like yes, QB Tyler is so good. It seems like we're kind of a mixed bag here. Some of us are like yes, some of us are no, and some of us are like maybe.
Yeah, I just don't have the time to dedicate to a book that I'm not dying to read. So
that is true, but I do want to know, but I may, because I'm already going to have to wait a year. I may wait for book 3 before I read book 2.
Yeah,
I might end up doing that. All right, everyone. Well, it's time to, we've gone way over our normal hour. So watch on our channel for those posts and for the exact date of book club and what we'll be reading. And in the meantime, go find that post that'll be up shortly and give us all the books with daddy vibes. Because I will be taking notes, even on the ones that we don't end up picking. I'm going to take notes. She has one in November too called What We Promised. Ooh. I've got it in my pre-orders. Great show. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this. This was different. I hope everybody had fun and that, yeah, I thought it was kind of a cool, unique idea to try. So hopefully everybody enjoyed it.
Okay.
Even if you didn't care for the book, hopefully you still enjoyed the experience of this.
There you go.
All right. Are we ready to end? Okay.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you in the next video or book club next month, whatever.
Bye, ladies. Oh, it's cold in Melbourne.
I know. That's why I need a summer in Australia when it's winter down there.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
That's true. We did have plenty of to talk
did.
about. Yes.
Yeah.
Bye.